Welcome back to the Smugsy Show. I'm Smugsy, your host, identifying as the Barstool Cougar. Every week, we meet here, talk about important things and important people. First, thanks to Tim in Canton and Steve from Providence for having me on their show, Decent Signal. It was a lot of fun. And just following up, getting back to you with an answer to the question on what to call this piece of fashion. It's a smuglet for busy professionals. Throw it on, throw it in the wash, the smuglet. Now on to big news about Dave Portnoy, El Presidente, Barstool Sports, Big Daddy. His manliness took a hit this week as a result of the insurrection and his reaction to it. There was no rant. There was a whataboutism, just a little video about, both sides, one tweet, both extremists on both sides, yada yada. Well, the lame coup review disappointed a lot of fans. A lot of Cougars expressed outrage that they weren't better represented. That, look at Bill Belichick. He represented. Kirk Minihane even rose to the occasion. So the lame coup review cost Dave Portnoy his high manliness rating this week. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I identify as the Barstool Cougar. I'm going to say that maybe he had a clause in his contract with Penn that says shut up and dance, and he's been doing the, I caramba, taking that stock to the moon. So instead of throwing stones at Dave for his lame coup review, I say we just take action. And I've instructed the Cougars to vote on two very important resolutions. The first, that we, the Cougars, support our sisters, mothers, for spanking, mothers to bring back spanking, especially the mothers of white boys who are heading on the path to angry man. Spank them for your country. We also resolved to support the Susan Collins anger translators who are moving forward to have removed from their positions the editor and columnist at the Portland Press Herald for continuing their ridiculous call for her to speak at their beck and call like she's a dog. These are the people who perpetuated the big lie that she was going to lose in 2020, but she in fact won by a large majority, who perfectly content having her hunkered down in the bunker with the Joint Chiefs reworking the nuke codes to protect us, and negotiating with Mitch McConnell, delicate talks to get him to come around the corner in support of impeachment. Hashtag STFU is what the angered trans people are trying to get going. The Cougars support that. On to Kirk Minihane, update on the Kirk Minihane Show. The update from upstate New York is that Escape from Dannemora is canceled. There's been a change in plans. Kirk had been at the Clinton facility redoing the Dannemora Escape, but the woman he, was seducing so that she would bring him saws and chisels in the hamburger so that he could remodel the cell and create the foyer to leave, make his, exit. Well, that woman, she eats like Steve. So Kirk called it off, pulled the plug. They're heading to South Carolina, but he's been very busy, actually, with his cult consulting since last week. The optics were so bad in Washington. His cult consulting business, the phone is ringing off the hook. So we'll keep you posted, but we think they're heading to South Carolina. For the survivors, not the fans, the survivors of the Kirk Minihane Show, I have some news for you as well. I'm in talks still with Carabas about getting the, in and out list, who's in, who's out. And once I have it, I'll post it in the Smugsy Dungeon bulletin board. And the first step to recovery is acceptance that you're on the list. And so if your name's on the list, you won't be alone. We'll all see it, and we'll work through it. You can slide into my DMs anytime. We'll figure it out. And Cougar of the Week, Liz Cheney. That's it. That's it for the Smugsy Show this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the show. Leave me a comment. Please follow me on Twitter at Smugsy Girl. Take care.